Hey guys, coming to you today with a rant on taking care of yourself. A lot of times, no, in every case, we have a family, we have a work life, we have an active life outside of that. Whether the active life is running your kids around and taking them to sports, or maybe you are involved with your work itself, in Rotary or business functions or chambers or whatever the case may be, even functions such as charity events and fundraisers, and the list goes on and on. So the point is that we have family, we have a life outside of our individual selves. We also at times take care of family members outside of our children and our spouses or significant others. And that can get hard, because you're trying to find the time to do things for you to keep you balanced. Life is about homeostasis, where you find that balance. Everything is, there's a positive, there's a negative, there's a balance. Your vitamins and minerals, there's a balance. There's carbs and fat, there's a balance. As you can see, rest and stress, there's a balance. And it really comes down to finding and making the time for yourself. You need to make yourself a priority just as much as your children or your parents or your grandparents or the activities outside of work. It's important to have time for yourself. What ends up happening is that at times we can't and don't say no. And it makes it very hard because it starts running us down. And you need that mental and physical rest and break or time for yourself to stay healthy and be there for them. If you don't take care of yourself, they always say the cost of health care later on is going to be much greater, as well as the people that you're helping out or the time spent not taking care of yourself. You're not going to be around for whatever it is you're doing. They're going to have to be there for you or someone else is, because your health has gone down, the tubes, because we usually wait till we have a health condition to do something about it, which is awful, but we're just not aware of ourselves. So with that note, again, we get caught up in our lives and taking care of others and doing other things that, how do we fix this? And I think this is a great topic, and you all probably even have suggestions. Leave comments if you can or want to. But the thing is, you have control over a lot of things that are about yourself. You don't have control over what other people think, whatever they say, whatever they do or need you to do. And if you're a yes person, you can get stuck in this cluster of never-ending things to do, and you need to have a little bit of control in your life. For me, the two things that help me feel like I have some type of control in my life is my nutrition and my working out. Now, I say working out is therapy, guys. It calms you. If you're doing the right things and you're getting a good sweat on and you're moving and you're deep breathing and you're doing something for yourself and lifting weights and getting sore, you feel like you're being challenged. Your mind is clear of all the things that are going on outside of that workout. When you're stressed, I go for walks or whatnot, but I also work out, and that's my serenity. It gives me my calm before I tackle the chaos and everybody else's control. So again, when I do it, I feel like I have control over my life. This is just tips. Also the nutrition. If I can control what I eat and how I feel, food is medicinal. It gives you a lot of great things, and it balances out your hormones, and it gives you the serotonin, the dopamine you need without binging. If you have control over it, if you're planning things out, I don't feel I'm as chaotic because I have my meals planned and I eat nutritionally, I eat very well. I eat more natural than anything. I don't eat out of boxes and processed foods. I know what's in everything. And that also saves me from stress eating and emotional eating, because when you balance out your hormones through food, you don't have those tips as bad. You may get them, but they're more controllable. So it's easier for me to go, oh, I'm going to go work out, or I'm going to go clean, or I'm going to go for a walk, or be active to calm myself down, or even to take a nice hot long bath in Epsom salts is wonderful. I love it. I don't get to do that quite as much, but it's me time. So again, if you can have control in chaos, it really, really helps, guys. You just have to cut out the time and make yourself as important as the people you're helping or taking care of or being there for. And that's hard. But again, you need to have, I'd say, a half an hour or an hour a day, even if that means getting up early. If you need to get up an hour before you start to have that time, it's worth it. In the morning, when you exercise, and then when you're done, plan out your meals for the day and get it all done, it puts you in a better attitude. It gives you a better mood, especially working out. It clears your mind. It helps you breathe. It helps you relax. You feel you can mentally respond to stress versus react. When we're reactive to stress, our body or our mind is always thinking and going and going and going. So when something happens, you react instead of having a calmness, a clear mind in the morning, or when you work out. When you're calm, you don't have all these other thoughts going through your mind when something happens. It's okay, you accept it, you take it in, you can process it without reacting, and then come up with a reasonable response or answer to whatever it is you're dealing with. So again, there's so many benefits to exercising and nutrition. That's what helps get me through. When I don't work out and exercise, I feel like I am in so much chaos. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I don't have control over everything. The downside of not taking care of your meal prepping and nutrition as well as your workouts is when you are in chaos and there's so much going on and you have to run here and you have to do that and you have to get this and you have to do that, and then you're working and then they have you staying late. When that happens and you're not eating well, not only do you have that chaos, but you end up adding to all of this with, I'm putting weight on, I'm stressed, I'm depressed. When you button your pants up, mentally you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting heavier. I don't feel good about myself. You don't feel handsome or sexy or pretty. You're losing a state of mind because you're not working on your state of mind. You're completely letting chance happen and everybody else dictate how you feel. And that's not good, guys. You need to take control. When you do, you won't feel stressed, depressed, sad, anxiety, mad at yourself, because you're making good choices about you that you'll be able to help them. You'll be able to help deal with different situations. So again, we need to respond to things. And in order to do that, you need to have calm. When you respond, you can make better nutrition choices when it comes to emotional and stress eating. So just recapping, I hope this helps you all. It's a tough topic and subject, and we all handle and deal with it differently. But if you have control over half or some parts of your life, you don't feel so out of control and overwhelmed and exhausted. That way, when you do have time, it's like, I'm working on myself. This is good. You can be there for not only yourself, but everybody else and the events you're doing and whatnot. So I hope this helps. I hope you all have a dynamic day, and I'll talk to you soon.